We're gonna be trying some non-alcoholic beverages today. The reason why is because someone is not drinking at the moment. There are not that many alternatives when we go into restaurants. The most that you'll find is what, Heineken Zero? Maybe like one other option, but outside of that, there's no other option. So there are a lot of different non-alcoholic brands on the market. Today, we're probably gonna be trying 3 of them. We're gonna start with the sparkling rosé. It's from Leitz. What is it? So it's basically the winemaker is a Riesling enthusiast, has produced some rosé. So there's notes of citrus and red berry fruits. We're drinking out of wine glasses because they're fancy, and I also wanted to get a sense of what the color of each.
I'm gonna use the flute then. Oh, yeah.
Because we're gonna be drinking the beer out of them too. I don't want to be drinking beer out of flutes. I swear. That smells funky.
Pour. It's a drippy.
I'm just making a mess.
It's a nasty bowl of it.
So it's pink, like a little rosé.
Yeah,
I don't like the smell.
It don't smell good. It smell like wet mop.
Yeah, it don't smell good at all. It has a hint to what a wine would smell like.
Sommeliers would say the first thing will come to your mind and that they say it smell like wet mop.
Yeah, it doesn't really have
It smell like you lock up your house and rain a fall out of it for months and like some little bit of mold in the house and all of this.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. It don't smell.
That it smell like. Well,
I wouldn't.
what do you think? What it smell like? Give your opinion. What do you think it smells like?
It smells old. It smells wet for sure, but it also smells like there is hints of like I can smell that this possibly is like grapes. I don't know if this is what old grapes smell like. I don't work around old grapes.
It doesn't smell like how wine. Like if you get a glass of wine or you get a bottle of wine and you open it and like you pour it, you smell the wine, you smell the different fruits. But this just, you know that there's fruits in there, but you don't know what happened to the fruit. Every fruit rotten or what, but it just smells old.
Cheers.
Musty.
Musty is the word. It is must. Remember, we have to drink it quick because I think it's already lost its bubbles.
No bubble in that. Tastes better than how it look.
It does, but it tastes like apple. It tastes like apple cider vinegar.
It's a little tart.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that sweet, so that's a good thing. So like I'm not a fan of sweets, so it's not that sweet.
I would say opposite because I like rosés that have a good balance. Also, it gets flat really quick. The aftertaste is not bad. It just reminds me of like an apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, it tastes like a New Zealand wine in terms of tartness.
I rate this.
I drink too much of it right now, but yeah. Go on with your rating.
A 5 out of 10.
I give it like a 4, a solid 3.5.
You made it sound like you were gonna rate it higher.
Yeah, you can't drink. It's
okay.
It's
then I say a 4.5. If he's giving it a 3, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I didn't really want to go past 5, so I changed my rating. I'm gonna go to a 4.5.
It's kind of refreshing in a sense.
I don't think so. I just don't like tart, and this is a little bit too tart to my liking. All right, so drink number 2. We are moving on to beers. So this is Clausthaler. You could probably say this better than me.
Clausthaler.
Anyway. This is this beer that we're trying out. It is apparently one of the oldest non-alcoholic beers out there. It is a German beer, and on the label it says the German Pioneer. I believe the non-alcoholic version of this beer came out in like 1971. And the ingredients are barley, malt, water, and hop extract. A well-balanced non-alcoholic malt beverage with a full-body taste brewed according to the German beer purity law. I'm gonna let you open this.
Okay, I want a bit of spoon.
Yes. All right. It smells good.
Very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Very bubbly. All right. So I'm not a beer girl. I like beer, but you're more. The smell.
You could smell the malt.
Oh, is that what that is?
The malt.
In my head, this smells like a beer.
What it remind me of is, if you come from the Caribbean, you know Malta. So Malta have a strong malty taste or malty smell, but this just slightly lighter than Malta. So you smell the Malta. So if you drink Vita Malt or if you drink Malta from Jamaica or wherever, or any malt we're selling all like a Bravo or Publix or wherever up here, you smell the same way. You can smell the same malt.
Alright, let's taste it.
Alright, cheers.
Not bad.
It's not a bad beer.
No.
For a non-alcoholic beverage, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, you get that bitter finish. Slight bitter finish.
I don't like the aftertaste on this.
The aftertaste is an acquired aftertaste.
Yeah, it is not but I don't like the aftertaste. It has an aftertaste I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the finish. It's not a bad beer when you taste it, and I think this is something that people could order.
If you buy this and you're not a drinker, this is a good option to have. So
yeah. So I give this one a 5.5.
I'll give this one a 5.
All right, so we're back to wine. We have a crispy Chardonnay from Vinada. I have a little bit of hope for this. I don't know, maybe because it has this little top. Are you pouring?
See that? See the smoke I come
Oh yeah, it has a little. All right. Okay. So this one has some more carbonation going on than the first one. Scent-wise, not bad. Chardonnay is my favorite wine. You don't like it? He doesn't like Chardonnay. But honestly, scent-wise,
the first one smelled a lot worse.
A lot worse. A lot. This smells something like a Chardonnay, but the first one had must in it, so I don't know if that was must from like must or like must from muscadine, that type of grape, which are still musty. But yeah, this has a lot more carbonation. This one's not bad.
Very, very soda-y.
I think this one to me also is very similar to just a sparkling grape juice.
Exactly.
But it has this is an adult sparkling grape. This is not Welch's. It's not overly sweet. No, it's not over. Welch's is very sweet.
It's Welch's that is not sweet.
So that's why I said this is an adult one. Like something like this, I don't mind. I would buy.
Because you could taste, like, as it says here, dry, crisp, bubbly. It basically said what it is. Like it's dry, it's crisp,
and it's bubbly. I feel like the first one I mentioned, I didn't get those bubbles in the back of my throat. Like on the finish, I still feel carbonation. And this is for sure not your kiddo sparkling wine. This is not the sparkling wine that you're giving to the kids on Thanksgiving so they can go sit down at the kiddie table and you drink your real wine. This is actually really, really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good.
That's good carbonation.
And this isn't even if you are someone like you mentioned for the last one. If you're like socializing and you don't want to feel like out of place or anything like that, like even the way it, of course, it sits in the glass and the way it looks, its color, you can easily get away with this being a wine. Like not feeling like you're not a part of the party and still enjoying something that's not overly sweet, that still has a good amount of carbonation, that still feels elegant. You can get that with this. I give this a 9 out of 10.
I ain't gonna go that far.
You gotta say a 7.
Not even that far, 6.5. Yeah, chug it, just drink this.
Yeah, this one I actually will drink. The rest of them I've been throwing down the drain because they don't taste good.
Let's drink this.
Yeah, this one is gut. So our next beer is from Bravus.
Number 4.
Number 4. I'm trying to keep us on a straight and narrow and not try beers that are, or trying beers and alcohol that taste very similar to each other so we don't mess up our taste buds. So we are going in with something that's a little fruity, and it is from Bravus Brewing Company. It's Raspberry Goose. It's crisp, sweet, and tart is what they are. I feel like we can. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. This smells good. Color is
smells really
good. It's like peachy. This one also has a lot of carbonation as well.
You're smelling that raspberry. You don't smell that malt or anything else. The raspberry.
It's very overpowering.
Overpowering.
And I think that's a good thing because it's raspberry goose. So if that's a strong point.
Smells better than how it tastes.
I wouldn't say that. So it says crisp, sweet, and tart. It is crisp. I wouldn't.
You taste that aftertaste? You okay? It has an aftertaste. An aftertaste that doesn't come right away. It comes after, way after.
It's not bad though.
It's not bad, but it's like a mixture between a wine, a rosé, and a beer. Like you have a beer, you have a rosé, you pour them 50-50. That's what this is.
I would only say that you're saying that because it is non-alcoholic. If it was alcoholic, you probably would feel a little bit different about it because I don't think it would. For them, I don't think the flavor profile would very much be the same. Because think about the orange pilsner that we drink, or the Blue Moons that the Florida Avenue one. Like a lot of those drinks that are fruit forward, they still taste like a beer. And I don't imagine that if they made something that tasted like a beer, I don't think it would taste like this. So I'm not going to say that it is a negative for me because it has an aftertaste. The aftertaste is not bad. You have aftertaste from regular beers. Like IPAs, I don't drink them because I can't stand them. The taste, I can't stand the aftertaste. But for this, I think this is very crisp. It's something that I can easily drink on like a hot day. Very similar to a rosé, where it's the summertime, you're by the pool, you're chilling, you're by the water, you're at the beach, on a boat. This is something that you can drink easy, just like relaxing, or just even in your house, just like chilling. You're like, oh, I want a beer, I want something light, refreshing. The aftertaste on the first wine, I think, is still in my mouth.
Yeah, I would still rate this one as a 6. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Yeah,
I don't think I would go higher than that.
Yeah.
It's drinkable, but it's not life-changing.
But you also have to remember from the standpoint of people who can't drink or don't want to drink. If this was on the menu at a restaurant or at a bar you went to, I would say get it. I would not say pass up on it because of it possibly having this, that, and the third. I think it is still worth the try unless you don't like tart fruit forward drinks. If you are not a fruit forward drink person, don't get this. You're not gonna like it. But if you like a little fruit forwardness in your drinks, in your wine, and whatever, I would try this. This is different. All right, so we are on beer number 5. I don't really want to say beer. We're on non-alcoholic drink number
5.
We tried 2 wines, and this is our 3rd beer. This is from Non-Alcoholic Untitled Art. It is a chocolate dark brew. And I got this because he really likes stouts. And this is pretty similar to a stout.
Let me see the can. I like the design.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, you ready? Yeah. Oh, you could smell that chocolate already.
This smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
Like straight up chocolate.
Yes, right off the bat.
Like
chocolate!
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is a chocolate drink. I feel like maybe is it?
I'm trying to get the color. Like close up, it has the color of like Guinness.
It kind of smells like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, it does.
smells like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, it does smell
It
like
literally smells exactly like a Tootsie Roll.
it smells like toffee too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sure.
I'm not a stout girl, so.
I would drink this.
I was gonna say, I feel like you would drink this.
I would drink. I drank a similar stout to this, a chocolate stout from Whole Foods. I don't remember its name. Yeah, but a chocolate stout from Whole Foods. And it was very similar to this. Like, maybe it's the same thing. It tastes very similar.
I'm not a stout girl. I'm really here for support. But this tastes, in my opinion, it is a good stout. Replication of a stout. There's no aftertaste, at least from what I've gotten.
There's a little bit of bitterness at the end.
But I think that's normal.
Yeah, but that's normal with stouts.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, I think it's good. It doesn't have, maybe this comes in from other types of, but it doesn't have like the same creaminess, of course. It's a little bit more, I feel like stouts are thick.
Yeah.
But I think that comes with maybe other things they put in beer. But this is really good. If you like stouts, I would definitely get this. If you're not into the chocolate forwardness, you don't necessarily taste the chocolate, but you smell it a lot. The notes are very, like we mentioned, chocolate, toffee, Tootsie Roll, a little bit of caramelization on the toffee, a little bit. Nothing really burnt, I would say. It's just more warm, and the finish is really nice. There's not any harsh finish. It's not extremely bitter. This is a good stout, I would say, for sure. If you like stouts, definitely give this one a try.
I'm wondering if it's the alcoholic piece that gives it that rich, like gives stout that rich body.
Yeah, body. That's what it is.
There's no body to it. It just looks light.
It's watery.
It looks pale. Like watered down, basically watered down stout. So that's what it looks like, because stouts like Guinness will be thicker. Yeah, if you're drinking Guinness thicker, more smooth, and all that stuff. So
okay, so what are your final thoughts?
We didn't rate the stout, but
oh yeah, we didn't rate the stout. Okay, for me the stout is, if I'm gonna rate it with a stout, like against the stout, I'm gonna rate it like a 7.
I'm gonna go 6 again. Rating it against the stout. Okay. Out of all, we did 5, right?
3 beers, 2 wines. So what is your favorite wine? Why are you thinking about?
What's my favorite wine?
Yeah, that we tried.
Oh, the favorite wine would be a Chardonnay.
Yeah, same.
And the favorite beer, what do you think?
My favorite beer, as much as I don't like stouts, out of the ones we tried, I would say the stout was my favorite.
Yeah, I would say the German. The German one.
I hated the aftertaste on the German.
The smell, you're smelling everything that you're actually tasting. Like I tasted this.
You were thinking chocolate?
I was thinking chocolate. Which other beer we did?
We did the raspberry goose.
Yeah, that one to me just tasted more like a mixture between a wine and a beer. So I would go with the German Schanzler. I don't know. Schanzler.
But I think they were all really good except for that first wine. It was not good. Don't even try it. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Don't even think about it. So out of the 3 beers, I would say try them all. Like if you have either one of them in your area and you can buy one, try them all. They're all actually not that bad of a beer, and it's really based on your preference of what do you like. Do you like fruity? Do you like a stout? Do you like something that's more like traditional? Do you like German beers? Do you like American made beers? Like I feel like that is really gonna be geared towards like what you're gonna end up choosing is like what is your preference when you look for beers. But thank you for trying these beers with me. I hope you found one that you'll want me to order for you.
Yeah, I'll get back to the Schanzler.
Okay. Aside from your Heineken Zero, because Heineken 0.0 is actually really good.
Yeah, that Heineken Zero is like borderline real.
It's Heineken. They did what they had to do when they made Heineken 0.0. They were in their bag. But I hope you enjoyed. This is gonna be the end of day 8 to Vlogmas. I think this is day 8. Yeah. I will see you tomorrow, and bye.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll pass it on this.
Oh, but at least turn to me, so we can like have a conversation.
Turn to.
Yes, we're talking directly to the camera in some instances, not every instance. All right, so we're gonna be trying some non-alcoholic beverages because
Water in your glass, Bridget.
it's just water.
Yeah, but water in it.
No, but this smells like. Isn't Heineken a German beer?
I
No.
don't think so. Heineken.
That's gonna make you remember. It's a caramelized chocolate.
Oh, I was about to.
Can I have some water, please? I saw that.
I know, so you couldn't spell it. You use a.
You're thirsty.